After having been in the US for a couple of weeks, we were now leaving Bishop. We left the mountains behind and the landscape started to become more and more desert-like. And then we arrived in Vegas. Man, that was something else. We didn't quite know what we were signing up for. It was absolutely mental. What do you think?
Crazy.
In any case, this wasn't the main reason we were visiting Vegas. Red Rock was. Red Rock is one of the best places for bouldering in the US, and we had a couple of days to climb. Tiko Pico was an easy problem that I had on my wish list for years. It's a V3 that I stumbled across one of the first times I researched Red Rock. I don't know if it was the color of the rock or the shape of it that made me put this block at the top of the list. It definitely lived up to my expectations. Next up was the Dirty Rail, which again had been on my list for years. This one is a sustained V7 that traverses an intricate rail to finish off with an easy top out. It felt more technical than it seemed at first, and it felt great to be able to tick it off. After a few nights in Vegas, we headed off to the Grand Canyon, which became another trip highlight. We stayed there for a couple of nights and we did one of the most popular easy walks. Not long after, we hit the road again, this time heading south. We drove through Phoenix, where we stayed a couple of nights to break up the long drive to our next destination, Joshua Tree. The drive to Joshua Tree was somewhat terrifying, as at one point we were the only car on the road for miles and miles. Once we arrived to 29 Palms, which was the town where we were staying, we were gifted with some of the nicest sunset light, followed by a night of the darkest skies we've ever seen. Joshua Tree, which is located in the Mojave Desert, is a climbing stronghold in the US, and it has a large climbing tradition in many styles, especially in track climbing. Climbing at Joshua Tree in the month of May is far from desirable. The granite there is usually sharp and the heat just makes it a skin shredder. This was the case with many of the problems I tried, but especially with the turtle. This is a V6 problem that has some razor blade crimps and some cool shouldering moves. It took me a lot of skin and sweat to top it out. Sending the problem in these conditions definitely made it my best effort during our trip. I hope you've enjoyed this mini-series of outdoor climbing in the US. Follow the Climbing Hangar channel for more. See you guys soon.